sky, and the trees are like demons. You offer me light and give me my reason to stay high. Let my body decide, 'cause you're my desire. As ugly as I, but I'll never be like you. No, never be like you. Never becoming you. Ooh, but I'm just like you. There is a light under my skin. I'm running on crack, so tell me you miss it. I'll chase all the pavements I never found home. Without you I'm saying I can't do this alone. I'll never be like you. Never be like you. No, never becoming you. No, no, never become you. Oh, I'll never be like you. I'll never be like you. No, never become you. Never be like you. But I'm just like you. Birds in the sky, and the trees are like demons. You offered me light and give me my reason to stay high. Let my body decide, 'cause you're my desire. As ugly as I.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Early morning surprise. I don't know. I just wanted to jump on and say hi. I know I made a post last night saying I was going to go live Thursday, but that's still my plan. I just wanted to pop on just for the hell of it for a little bit. I just finished dropping off all the kiddos at school, and so now it's just me. Oh man. I see. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? Hey, Amber. Wow, congratulations, Rebecca. See, that's my goal. I'm trying to, I want like, what is it called? Like the Magnum Cum Laude. I forgot the name of it, but where you literally get to graduate with, that title if you do well enough throughout your school time. So that's my goal. I'd love to make the dean's list too at some point. Ooh, this chemistry is kicking my ass though. When I say that I have never been so humbled in my life as I have been by this chemistry, whew, sweet baby Jesus. I thought I was pretty smart. But this chemistry is making me feel like a dumbass. Oh man. I'm like, okay, so I've maintained A's, and then last semester, or last term, I should say, because I don't do semesters, we do 8-week terms. I got a B in college algebra, and then a B in A&P, and then an A in psych. So I'm trying to maintain because I had a 3.89 GPA. So I'm trying to get back up there. Um, but this chemistry is like, ha bitch, yeah, right. Ain't gonna happen. The thing with my school is we have to get at least a B in order to graduate. Or sorry, not graduate, but in order to pass the class, you have to get at least a B. And the only exception that they make is for like science-based classes, like chemistry. Um, and I think what else? I'm not sure what else, but like I guess whatever would be like scientifically based. Um, oh my God, what is the other one? Not chemistry, but physics, maybe? Like those type of classes, they allow you to get a C in and you can pass. But all the other classes, especially like your core nursing classes, and especially when you start clinicals, you cannot get less than a B. It's like, whew, I'm just trying to get done with all these classes because after summer, I'll be starting my clinicals. It's like, holy cow, I cannot believe it's been that dang fast. Um, so I'll have the rest of this year, or I guess the rest of spring and summer, Amber, I have to finish like my prereq classes, I guess you would say they are. And then come fall, I'll start my clinicals and then my nursing courses, like my actual nursing, like, oh gosh, I'm trying to think, like care planning, things like that. Hello, Imagine. Casey, good morning, my darling. Yes, it's early. I just got the kids off to school. And I think I'm gonna go get me coffee because of school and get this chemistry finished. They were all sick last week, and of course they had Monday off for MLK Day, and then they were sick, so they had Tuesday and Wednesday they missed because of strep and ear infection, and and it just kicked my ass because oh my god, it I can't get anything done when they're home, because it's just mama, 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 mom. Can't focus on anything. And then come evening time, it's like, which I talked to my husband, and it's kind of my fault too. But since this term, I'm not actually going to campus. These my two classes this term are all online. I'm home, and so it's different than when I was going to the campus for my classes. And it's like, I had to remind him, like, babe, I still need you to like act like I'm gone. Like, act like I'm gone at school because I still need that same time. Because I think he was kind of forgetting about it, and he like during the weekend, and then like when he was home in the evening, it was like he'll go and disappear. And he's not doing it on purpose. He's just like, oh well, mom's here. But yeah, no, pretend mom's not here because mom needs to focus. Hey, Miss Moz. Oh, yes. You need to go to sleep, love bug, Faithy. Hey, Sparkle. That's awesome, though, Rebecca. Um, that's really cool. What are you exactly going for, if you want to share that? Um, because I'm kind of thinking, I really wanted to do like ER. I wanted to base nursing on like ER or even like pediatric ER. Um, because I like that rush, you know. I like that adrenaline, that go go go. That's how I am at home. I don't sit down, I don't put my feet up. Like I'm go 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 as it is. So, you know, that type of I don't know, what do you want to say? That type of position is perfect for me. But when I did psych, I fell in love with a lot of like, I don't know, I just really, really enjoyed when I was doing the, you know, my psych class, and I did really good in it. And I don't know, so I'm kind of thinking I may go that way. I don't know. Like my first case plan that I had to write up ever, like I've never had to make up a patient and like a diagnosis and a treatment and all that. Never had to do none of that. But, you know, my first time was last term with psych, and like I loved it. Like I really enjoyed just coming up with it all. So I don't know. And my professor said I did really good for that, you know, especially for that being my first case plan ever. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited. Hey, Unatonka. Hi, sweetheart. Oh gosh. I don't know, Sparkle. Like I love babies. And I think I would do good in like a NICU or anything like that. But I don't know if I could deal with the other part of labor and delivery. Like, you know, I'm the type like, you know, if I see this mom and she's in labor and she's, you know, miserable and in pain, and her shit ass husband or boyfriend is laying there playing a game, I'm gonna be like, yo, motherfucker, you know, get up. Get your ass up and come hold her hand. Get your ass up. Why are you sleeping when she ain't? I don't know. I don't know if I could do labor and delivery because I may get pissed. I might be a little too honest for labor and delivery. I love it though. You know, I think anybody that, you know, continues their education in any type of way, no matter how old they are, you know, I watched my aunt go back um, when she was, let's see, she was probably like 38, 39, maybe in her 40s already, you know, but she went back, she went to nursing, and you know, and she's taught, you know, in her time of being that nurse, you know, and being an instructor, she taught thousands of CNAs, and she made such a huge difference, you know. So she was she was proud that I was back in school and I was doing good, and so I just want to make her proud. And I want to, you know, like every time I got a grade or when I finished like my first semester, full semester, you know, she would just tell me she was proud and everything. So, right, Sparkle? I don't know. They might be upset. The moms would be happy, but I could see the dads be like, "Man, this nurse is a bitch. Get her out of here." Yes, it is Faith. I think it's amazing, no matter who chooses to go back. Oh, that's awesome, Unitonka. I knew you were in school, but I didn't know what you were studying. I'm going back for my RN. Oh, thank you, Faith. She was a huge advocate, and before she passed, like, I had actually surprised her with the schooling, and she didn't know, like, I had already signed up and had everything, you know, in the works. She thought I was just talking about it again because, you know, I've talked about it for the last 10 years, probably more than that now. God. Um, because, I was in school at like, when did I go back to? Because I originally went back to Ivy Tech when I was like, I don't know, 16, 17, something like that. Um, Probably closer to like 17, 18. And, it just didn't work with everything going on. And then I had to move to Texas. And since then, I had wanted to go back. So you're talking since 2010. So for 13 years, I have wanted to go back and talked about it for 13 years. And she thought, I was kind of just talking about it again. And then I was like, no, like I've got everything done. I start such and such. And she was excited. So, um, and of course, whew, now I got my student loan and then my oldest. Hang on one sec, guys. I'm gonna order my coffee. No, no mobile app. Can I get a number six with a number six? And then can I make the drink a medium caramel iced coffee? And that'll be it. Thank you. I need coffee. I haven't had coffee in a minute. Yes, exactly, Rebecca. Thank you, Natanka. It's hard, but it's going to be worth it. And that's what I've been like telling my kids, like especially when I first started and I was actually going to campus in the evenings because there were times I wouldn't get home till they were already in bed or asleep. And I just kept telling like, look guys, this is going to be for the better. This is going to help us. Come on, lady. Yes, Faith. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Hi. Hey, Redhead. How are you, sweetie? See, this is why I kind of like popping in the mornings once in a while because there's a lot of people that I don't get to see in the mornings. Thank you. There's a lot of people I don't get to see at night because, they have to go to bed early. So once in a while, I like popping in the morning. I should probably do it more often because I have more free time in the morning. That's true too, Unitonka. Because I mean, gosh, how many people do you know that go back or not even go back, but like sit there and they graduate with this degree and 4 years, 6 years, 10 years worth of student loan debt and then they don't even use their degree. So yeah, I totally get that part too. Good morning. Ooh, this looks so yummy. Yummy coffee. Thank you. Have a good morning. Oh gosh, I hope it's not super sweet. I can say with pretty certainty I've just wanted to go back for nursing. Um, even I've thought of even other areas in healthcare, but ultimately I've kind of always gone back to nursing and then like, oh my gosh, they put two lids on my drink. And then I've thought the potential of taking it further, like if I go, when I finish with my RN, you know, I can go back for my master's and then end up, working as a nurse practitioner or, administrator, just anything. So the possibilities are endless when you think about it, especially with healthcare. It's an area that will always need people. Oh goodness, Faith. I'm glad you get to sleep in a day. You need it, honey. You've been working hard, darling. And I still need to call you. We still need to have a chat when we both get time. Thank you, Unitonka. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. And yes, thank you for stopping in. Oh, it has been so miserable here in Texas. It's been raining. When did it start raining? Sunday? It's rained Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today it's supposed to rain all day. Tomorrow is supposed to clear up and then it's supposed to rain like another 2 days. I'm just over it. Oh, over it. I mean, at least it's not freezing, but it sucks that it's just nonstop miserable. Have a great day, Unitonka. Oh, good. We need to talk then today, Faithy. Ooh, coffee is actually perfect. It's not that sweet. I can taste the caramel a little bit. It kind of tastes like a hazelnut, but I like hazelnut, so that's okay. I just hate when they make it way too sweet. I used to love McDonald's frappes, but oh, the sugar and the calorie content, and then they would have me run into the bathroom very shortly after taking a few sips. So I can only drink the frappes once in a while. Regular coffee sometimes still makes me have to run to the bathroom, but I guess that's for most people that drink coffee. Right, Redhead? I know because we had warnings for freezing rain, but we stayed just above freezing. Like it was 34, 36, or even hit like 32 dead on. And like we got a little bit, but it just stayed just barely warm enough that we didn't, the rain we got Sunday did not freeze. But a little bit north of here and like Gainesville, Sherman, Denison, all those areas, they completely froze over and just numerous accidents, everything. Like I'll drive in snow, I'll drive in rain or anything, but you can't drive on ice. Like you can, but it's very dangerous. You can't control the people around you that are also driving on the ice, and it's just no, that is not a chance I take. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, I grew up driving in the winters in Chicago, but even up then, like, no, you don't fuck around with ice. And I don't know why people like. I'm like, okay, so we all had this warning that this freezing rain was coming, and yet, hundreds of accidents happened in just a few short hours from when it started freezing and everything. And it was like within 2 hours of the storm starting, people were like, "Oh my God, there's accidents all over, blah 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 blah." And I'm just like, "Dude, did y'all not get the memo? Because they've been talking about this freezing rain for over a week. What? Did you just think they were making it up? Because the only thing they were uncertain of was if it was gonna hit the Metroplex area, but they knew with certainty that the Red River area was with something like it, like I want to see that happen. It's just us to write them down. And then there's snow times, but not where if we get any issues, but yeah, first fall season Okay, I think I'm back now. Sorry, guys. I think my service went out for a minute. I'm almost home though. Can you guys hear me now? My apologies. My apologies. Then my camera wants to come on like, aha, bitch. Let them all look at you when you're half asleep. Ha 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 ha. Like, damn, why you gotta do me like that, StreamYard? Why you gotta turn my camera on and be like, boom, bitch? Which, honestly, I mean, I'm not trying to hide. I'm just, I'm just not awake. I'm tired. This is me, without makeup, without filters. Same old me. Since StreamYard wants to betray me. Oh, good Lord. My husband stayed home today. His neck is really bothering him because he's got like a muscle in his shoulder that's like pulling on it, and he already has issues in his neck. But the motherfucker also won't do anything to help it. Like, he won't go to the chiropractor, he won't go get a massage. Like, he just never listens to me. When I tell him like certain things to try and do stuff, he just doesn't listen. Ever. Like, why do men have to be so fucking stubborn? He's just so damn stubborn. I'm like, just go to the chiropractor. And he's like, I don't want them to, to hurt my neck because he's got like, gosh, what do you call it? The degeneration. So he's got a little like some grinding in his neck. And I'm like, you can tell them to leave your neck alone and they'll adjust everything else because he has sciatica pain too once in a while. And the only thing that I have found that works for my sciatica is when I go to the chiropractor and he aligns everything again. Oh, thank you, Redhead. I appreciate that, sweetie. But like last night I got I had some leftover steroids, the prednisone, which I usually take when I'm having asthma issues, but I got him to take some of that to help with the inflammation. I got him to take some muscle relaxation. Babe, you have like 3 bottles of this shit. Take it. It's there for you to take it because you're in pain. Or, this, and he's so damn stubborn. And the last time he had sciatica issue, and I mean he could barely walk and got fed up. I was like, I am taking you to the fucking chiropractor. You're not gonna tell me no. And then magically he was like, oh no, it's not hurting as bad. I don't know if it's, the medicine you gave me or what. I'm just like, you know what? He's like, I told you it would start getting better on its own. He's like this. I don't know if anybody else's partners do this, but like he'll literally put like a day limit on like any type of pain or illness he'll get, and he'll be like, well, it should only act up for like such and such days, and then as soon as it gets worse, it'll start getting better. And like I don't understand his logic at all, but whatever. He's just so damn stubborn. Like, I have to force him to go to the doctor. I have to force him for anything. He used to be like that with the kids too, but then he finally like stopped butting heads with me against that because he realized like way back when we actually did have our kids did have a lot of issues, but when I would tell him like, no, we need to take them to the ER, like he used to be like, no, I think they're okay, blah blah blah. And now if I say I'm taking them so and so, he's just like, okay, babe. Oh, have a good day, Rebecca. I'm glad to see you, honey. I really am. I'm hoping more people um, get comfortable with popping in, coming out of the bushes. Um, I promise going forward that, this is going to be neutral. Um, there's not going to be bashing of any channels, creators, or anything. This is a neutral playground, safe place. You know, I just want people to feel like they have a place to escape from the chaos and crap in real life and on YouTube. Um, there won't be no bashing of creators in the chat or anything. It's just um, yeah, I just want a place where um, you know, we can focus on positivity, being positive and going forward, talking real life, um, without tearing people down and stuff. You know, I just, I can look back now and I can see how toxic all of that, made me become. I mean, when I can look at, old videos and things and clips that were made, and I can be like, holy cow, like, that's not me. I don't want that to be me. Whether I'm fighting, whether I was fighting with somebody or not, or I was defending myself, rightfully defending myself, it doesn't matter. At some point, you have to be an adult and just move on, let shit go. And if someone chooses to still talk about you, let them. But yes, I'm so glad you came in, Rebecca. I hope you have a good day. And yes, I am proud of you for being in school and kicking ass. Um, yeah, you're doing so awesome. The Dean's List, that is freaking fantastic. I even convinced my sister she's going to do a series with me, and we're going to talk about, like, you know, generational curses when it comes to families, and like how families, get stuck in cycles of keeping secrets about abuse, and having narcissistic mothers, because of course we both grew up with a narcissistic mom, and I was quote unquote the golden child, and she was the scapegoat, but we were constantly pitted against each other by not just our mom, but other family members too. And just the things that our family did as a collective um, was awful. I mean, they literally would pit our cousins against each other, us against our cousins. I mean, it was horrible. Um, and so we're going to kind of do a little series about that. But she was all nervous about it, but then when we talked the other day, she was like, "Yeah, I want to do it." So, hopefully I can get her out of her shyness and get her to do it sooner than later. Um, me and my sister, we used to literally hate each other's guts. And it wasn't even our fault. It was because of, what our family pushed. And you know, now we have an actual sister relationship. It's not perfect. We have moments where we get on each other's nerves or where we piss each other off, but now we know how to work through those things. And what's funny is, well, I mean, it's not funny, but when I put the boundaries down towards my mom after I got out of rehab, and I put the boundaries down, and I stopped letting her pit me and my sister against each other, and I stopped listening to her talk about my sister in negative ways, and I stopped, letting her put me in the middle of stuff. She stopped talking to me, you know, which speaks volumes. It's crazy. Gosh, I'm so sorry, redhead. It's hard. Like, now I rarely talk to my mom, and she still tries to cause bullshit behind the scenes. Still. And she'll never acknowledge anything from my childhood. But I guess at this point it is what it is. She'll never do therapy, she'll never do anything. But holy shit, what do y'all guys think about the the UFO stuff going on around now. A lot of people don't know what's going on, and that there was the original Senate meeting where what is his name? Grush, I think his last name is. Where he came out and he spoke about things, and that's kind of when the UFO stuff got first busted out with the Senate and all that. But then they also had a small meeting, and when some of the oh gosh, I don't know if you would call them. I don't know if they're all senators or whatever. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that savvy when it comes to politic crap. But some of the senators that were in that meeting when they came out and spoke about it, um, holy shit! Like, there's some of the senates are against, some of the Senate is against going forward with trying to dive into this stuff and find out, okay, where is this money going? What are we funding? What are they hiding? Of course, they're going to be, because you know the government wants to keep it protected. But a lot of the Senate, which there's a whole committee that are going forward with trying to get this information out. And it's insane how this shit is being hidden. Like, all of this should be mainstream news because it's not fake. You literally have the government acknowledging that this shit is going on. And David Grush, I think that's how you say his last name. He got permission. So, he got clearance to talk about this stuff. And that's what people don't. Uh-oh, am I back? There we go. Right, Redhead? They do. It's crazy. And people are just like, they're either like, oh yeah, I heard about that. Or they're like, oh yeah, that's all bullshit. But it's like, no, it's not. Like, dude, you have pilots that are highly trained, military pilots coming forward saying, yes, we've seen this stuff. You have, regular pilots coming forward saying they've seen this stuff. And that's why it's so important that this bill gets passed, which a lot of people don't even know that Mexico has actually been the first country to pass a bill that protects pilots, and anybody that's like in that what do you call it, that type of work or whatever. It protects them coming forward. And they're trying to introduce that same thing for us in America. And it's important because you've had pilots that, have seen shit, they go forward with it, and then they get blacklisted. And if anybody actually watched the first Senate hearing, when he was asked, have people been harmed in hiding this stuff and keeping this stuff secret, he said yes. So, of course, the government is trying to protect this shit because it's going to come out that it's true, that they have done probably some of the most heinous things to keep this stuff secret. Hey, Karma, my love. Like, it's crazy. So I'm really excited to see where it goes. If anybody's interested in it, I really like the show, The Big Thing. On Tuesdays, they kind of delve into the UFO stuff. And then Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp, they released a documentary on Tubi, and TMZ kind of was involved in filming it and stuff. And I know people hear TMZ and they're like, oh gosh, whatever. But holy shit, this documentary is amazing, and more people need to watch it. It's a 3-part series, I believe, and it's on Tubi. It's free if you watch the ads, and the ads weren't even a big deal to me, because I just didn't want to subscribe to something else because I already have a million other subscriptions. But watching this documentary, holy hell. And see, like just now, just me even talking about UFO stuff, my views have dropped over like it way down because people don't believe in the shit or they don't want to hear about this shit. It's crazy. But this shit is real. It's going on. It's so funny. My sister just called me. Her ears must have been burning when I was talking. But I mean, it's literally crazy. Um, the shit that is trying to be hid, and the people that are trying to say the jellyfish UFO is fake, and it's like, dude, there are paper clippings from, oh gosh, when did they? I think it was in London, and I want to say it was like 54. There's literally a paper clipping from a pilot talking about the same type of jellyfish anomaly in the sky. And it's not and that's not even the only reported jellyfish UFO. Yup, I'm very, very interested. Like, I've watched things about Project Blue Book and stuff. And I know a lot of people hear like Skinwalker and they freak out. But if anybody is interested in the UFO stuff, dude, you have to watch the Skinwalker Ranch series, because there's so much shit that happens on that ranch, and interdimensional shit, and UFOs appearing and disappearing, and the technology controls. And like I told my husband last night, if you don't want to watch the whole 3-season thing on Skinwalker Ranch, just watch the 3rd season of Skinwalker Ranch, and your mind will be blown with what they discovered when it comes to quote unquote portals and how things appear and disappear. And they do that on that ranch. Like, a UFO will literally appear and then bam, it's gone. Skinwalker Ranch, I know it's on Discovery. I pretty sure Prime too, and I think Netflix has it now. But it's totally worth it, even if you just watch the 3rd season, because this is when they really delve into trying to figure out why this certain area, when they do anything in it, UFOs appear. And I know this is crazy, but they kept picking up this frequency that they would get on the ranch, and it was a 1.6 something frequency, of a radio wave. And whenever they would tap into it, it was like a communication thing. There would be like taps and all kinds of noises. And several people had said, yeah, that sounds like a communication frequency. And so what they then did is they went to another radio station that had picked up on this frequency before. And when they had picked up on this frequency, their whole live stream, everything went down on the radio station. It was the weirdest thing possible. So they went there and they played the 1.6 frequency over the entire radio system in that area. Well, guess what happened that night? There were multiple UFOs that showed up. Literally that same fucking night. And they showed the video of it. And this is the stuff that gets hidden, or, it barely gets shown and then it's like, oh, that's all fake. No, it's not. This shit is real. Our government has admitted it's real. Now we need to find out what else they're hiding. And like, I think his name, what is it? Burchett? He's a Senate person, dude. God, I forgot what he's a senator of, but he's a part of the committee of the Congress people that are trying to really push forward with getting the answers from the government about this. And he even said, like, he had a whole list of witnesses that were going to come forward and talk, that were literally going to come to the Senate floor and testify and talk about it. And these witnesses were told, quote unquote, told, do not come forward, do not, speak. And so he went from this huge list of people that were going to come and talk and, you know, go through everything. And then he ended up with only 3 people that were willing to risk it after being, told, no, do not go forward with this. Um, Good night, sweetheart. I love you, Faith. Call me later when you wake up, okay? Get some good rest. Oh, yeah, Karma. I mean, it is crazy when you actually start, really paying attention and listening to this stuff. Yeah, people can say that, you're a crackpot or whatever, but you have had people that have incredible military careers that are incredibly decorated and, valuable, valuable people of the government that have come forward that are literally risking their entire career, everything they've ever worked for, have come forward and said, yes, this is real. I mean, when you look at the stuff that's been released, like when they actually admitted, yes, we have UFOs, and they showed the Tic Tac video and the gimbal video, and people are always like, oh, well, the quality, the quality. Okay, well, first off, usually when something like that appears, it's a surprise. You don't know something's going to show up, and so you're in shock. You grab your phone. No matter how good our phones are, when you're trying to capture things moving fast, far away, and usually in low light situations or whatever, yeah, of course the quality is usually never that great. But even when people have released videos with good quality, they're still called fakes and phonies. Oh my God, Faith, that's hilarious. I love you, darling. Go to sleep, babe. Go to sleep before you choke. But yeah, I think it's really interesting. It's something that I've really been diving into and paying attention to. Um, I just wish other people took it super serious. And it's funny too because the big thing the show and they're a pretty big YouTube channel. They've got like over 100,000 subscribers and stuff. A couple months ago, they didn't believe in nothing, none of that stuff. And they were, they would have called bullshit, and they'll tell you that until they started paying attention and digging into all the government stuff that's been released and how our own government's talking about this stuff. And you know you can't deny it. It's just crazy. You can't. Okay, redhead, no problem, honey. I hope you have a great day. Oh shit, I just dropped my phone. Sorry, guys. Trying to carry everything. But I don't know. I think it's just so freaking interesting to me. So I'd like to, I don't know, I want to do a couple videos where I can kind of put together things that have been released and shown that kind of really show the proof of things. Um, but that'll probably be a while. Ooh, it's chilly out here. Oh, yep, my child left her window down, of course. I'm glad I was able to pop on and just say hi. I was glad to see a few faces that I haven't seen in a while. Or I should say names, faces, whatever. Um, but yeah, I want to continue going forward. Um, and if there's any certain topics you guys want to talk about, you know, a few months ago, I had started talking about the addiction, but then that's when other things were going on. And then all that did was bring up other people shaming and talking about it and stuff. But I would really like to, go back to, having a safe place for people to talk about stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with, you know, your recovery having Suboxone or methadone or, the Sublocade or the alcohol shots or the alcohol pills. Whatever you need to do to stay sober, you know, that's that's your choice. And I don't think anybody should shame. And I don't think, for me personally, if somebody is sober, and they choose, sober or clean, and they choose to still smoke weed once in a while, I'm sorry, but I don't consider weed to be a drug like that. Weed is natural and, you know, it's legal in most places now. Um, but I hate the stigmas that get thrown out there for people that use tools to stay sober and clean, because I'll tell you first off, Suboxone saved my life. And it does work for me because I do have chronic back pain and it does help with that. And it does it without me being high and fucked up and, going on the streets looking for things to relieve my pain, because that was what triggered my addiction. So, um, I want to, have a night where we talk about that. So if anybody is interested in coming on and talking about, their story and things they've gone through, um, email me or whatever. And I'd love to have you come on and share your story. And, I just want to say, people, you can always stay anonymous. If you're scared to come in my chat, do it with an alt. I have several people that come in my chat with alts. Um, I know who they are, but nobody else knows who they are. Or, stay in the bushes, whatever, whatever works. But I just want people to know that, you know, you could you could have a place where you don't have to worry about being attacked for liking somebody that nobody else likes, or being on this side while someone is on this side. Um, I want to go forward just being neutral and positive, truthfully. Um, and I really think it's important for people to learn ways to protect themselves on this platform and on anything with the internet. And so that's what we're going to kind of talk about Thursday. Um, because I want people to know that there are things they can do to protect themselves from doxing, from information getting out, and things like that. So, I would love to go back to being able to show fun videos that I used to do, because I used to show my family and things we were doing and stuff like that. And I would love to be able to go back to doing that, but I kind of have to proceed with caution, um, because there are crazy folks that will take your children. I mean, I had to literally go through my community posts and I had to delete all my community posts from the time that I had started my channel to forward. I had to delete every post that had pictures of my kids or pictures of me and my husband, because there was a psycho out there that was sharing all of those and talking about my family. And it was just so weird. Like, I would never be like, oh, let me go to this person's channel and share one of their wedding photos. Like, what? It's just weird. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I've thought about maybe just doing the family stuff on another platform, but I don't know. I already have people that know me here. So, something I'm just thinking about considering. Yes, Karma, I am so glad um, that you're also up early having some coffee. Um, but I just want people to know that also, if things get posted in my comments or things like that, I am going to be working on making sure that no creators or anybody is bashed in my comments on my channel. Um, but you got to give me some grace. I need to go through and revamp my mod list and change some things around, and make sure that my channel is protected in the right ways. Um, so I'll probably have some ghost mods, if you will. Um, but I'm so glad for every. Oh goodness, sorry. Whew, sorry guys. I am glad that I was able to pop on, and everybody that was able to pop on too and say hi. Thank you. And I'm glad to be back. And I need, I want to get my Discord up and going. Like, I have the Discord already, but again, I need to kind of revamp some things. Um, because I do want it to be a safe place for anybody that wants to come in there. But of course, it is Discord, and Discords are known not to be safe, and people will always infiltrate and try to share things. So, I want to make a place, but it's hard for me to guarantee, complete safety in there, because it's Discord, it's the internet. People will say things and talk. Um, but, you know, anybody that, wants to reach out or anything, you can go through my email. I'm not the best at checking my email, but I do eventually, I promise. Um, and usually, if you email me, I'll just give you my number. So if you feel comfortable reaching out that way, um, Facebook, I'm not that great at. I'm rarely on Facebook. I'm even less in my Messenger. I do have my Instagram, which is, I have it listed in my about section. So if you want to go to my Instagram, you can message me through there. Um, yeah, so I just want people to know that I want to go forward with having some fun, and also talking about the hard stuff. You know, I want people to know they're not alone, because a lot of times with my trauma and things I've gone through, I did feel alone for a long time. And I didn't feel like there was anybody that had gone through things I've gone through, especially with my mom. But, just me talking that little bit, there was already somebody that was like, "Oh yeah, I've had that same experience." Um, and that's what I want. I want people to know that, you're not alone in your life experience. Um, and like right now, I'm struggling with my youngest son in school and getting him, um, his IEP situated, which we had issues with at the beginning of the school year, which I'll talk about that. I'll go into more detail all about that later on. But, I want to help other moms when it comes to stuff like that, and knowing what they can fight for and the support that's out there that you can get. There are advocates that will help you fight for your kiddos. Hi, Joni. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, my plan is to still go live Thursday, tomorrow, I guess. But if there's any changes to that, I will make sure you guys know. Um, I got to get caught up with all this chemistry bullshit. Plus, I have an essay I have to write this week. But I'm getting there. Yes, Joni, I don't know if you know, but yes, I started school in September, so I have been just busy, busy, busy. But I am back, and I'm gonna come back as much as I can, and try to at least come on once a week, and then I'll still try to do the early morning lives, once or twice a week, maybe more. Who knows? Whatever I feel like. Um, and she's doing really good, Joni. Um, the first semester was a little bit of a struggle, and I don't think it was. It was just because she realized, oh, I have freedom now. I'm an adult, and then she got hanging out with her other friends. They're like, woo, freedom. And so they kind of focused on the wrong things the first semester. But she's got it together now, and she's doing good. She's doing really good. I miss her like crazy. I really enjoyed having her home over Christmas break. But yes, Jody, yeah, you have my number, Jody. So if you want to text me or anything, please do. You know, I'm around. I'm just crazy busy, but I will get to you at some point, I promise. But I am gonna get off here and go do my chemistry that is kicking my ass. Who knew that there were so many things that you had to memorize for chemistry? Holy cow. Um, like I said, nothing has humbled me more than chemistry has. But I hope all of you have a great day. And, I'll try to see you tomorrow night. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. But, yeah, peace, love, and good hair for all. Um, yeah, I'll see you guys later. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Love you guys.